Hello student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani. This is the video number 146. In this video, I will be explain topic cleansing agents. So soaps and synthetic detergents are used as a cleansing agent. You already known about soap and synthetic detergent. We have to use in everyday life. So soap and synthetic detergents help in improving the cleansing properties of the water. How? By the removal of the fats which bind other materials to the fabric or skin. Okay, so first we have to discuss soap. Soap is the sodium or potassium salt of the long chain fatty acid. Sodium or potassium salt of the long chain fatty acid. So which acid way? Like lauric acid C11H23COOH, palmitic acid C15H31COOH, stearic acid C17H35COOH, oleic acid C17H33COOH, linoleic acid C17H31COOH are called soaps. So soap which contains sodium salt and are formed by heating fat. So fat we have to take glycerol ester of the fatty acid with aqueous sodium hydroxide solution. So this reaction is known as saponification. So here you see, first we take glycerol ester of the stearic acid C17H35COOCH2, 3 molecule 1, 2, 3 react with the heat with the NaOH. So this bond is here from this side bond break. 3 CH2 attached with OH and then here Na attached. So 3 molecules of the C17H35COO minus Na plus sodium stearates. From stearic acid formation sodium stearate, its name is soap. Okay, and it is a glycerol CH2OH CHOH CH2OH. During hydrolysis, esters of the fatty acids are hydrolyzed and the soap is obtained in the colloidal form and it floats in solution as a curd. But after it is precipitated from the solution by adding sodium chloride NaCl, so the solution left after removing the soaps contain glycerol, which is recovered from the solution by fractional distillation method. So which method we have to use here? Fractional distillation. So soap is a good cleansing agent and it is a biodegradable. Okay, but only sodium and potassium soaps are soluble in water and are used for cleansing purpose. So usually potassium soaps are soft to the skin and can be prepared by the using potassium hydroxide solution in the place of the sodium hydroxide. Okay, so potassium hydroxide solution first we have to use comparison then sodium hydroxide. So then after types of soaps. All soaps are made by boiling fats or oils with suitable soluble hydroxide. If you use NaOH, otherwise KOH. Okay, but for skin we have to use KOH. So variation are made by using different raw materials. First, some important types of the soaps here given. First is toilet soaps. These soaps are prepared by using better grades of the fats and oils, and excess of the alkali needs to be removed. And colors and perfumes are added to make them more attractive. Then second type of the soap, transparent. Transparent, these soaps are prepared by the dissolving soaps in ethanol. Ethanol, that is means C2H5OH, followed by the evaporating the excess solvent. Third example, floating soap. Soaps that float in water are made by beating tiny air bubbles before they are hardening. So are known as floating soap. Then fourth is shaving soap. These soaps contain glycerol to prevent rapid drying and a gum so called rosin in the form of the sodium rosinate. So to form leather well is added while making them. So in shaving soap we have to add glycerol. Then medicated soap. Medicated soap are formed by the adding some antiseptic like Dettol, etc. and sometimes we have to add neem. Then after laundry soap. These soap contain fillers like sodium rosinate, sodium silicate, borax and sodium carbonates. Then seventh, soap chips. These soaps are made by running a thin sheet of the melted soap onto a cool cylinder and a scraping of the soap in a small broken pieces. These soaps are made by running a thin sheet of the melted soap onto a cool cylinder and scraping of the soap in a small broken pieces. Then next, soap granules. These are dried miniature soap bubbles. Soap powders and scoring soap. These contain some soap, a scoring agent, abrasive, such as like example powdered pumic or finely divided sand, and builders like sodium carbonate and trisodium phosphate. Builders increase the pleasing action of the soap by making them to act more rapidly. Next topic is synthetic detergents. Some cleansing agents have all the properties of soaps, but actually they don't contain any soap. So these are known as synthetic detergents. So they can be used both in soft and hard water, as they give form even in hard water. So in everyday life we have to use synthetic detergent also. So they are mainly classified into three types of the categories. First is anionic detergent. See, this is the example of the anionic detergent. So these are sodium salt of the sulfonated long chain alcohol or hydrocarbon. Sodium salt of the sulfonated long chain alcohols or hydrocarbons. So alkyl hydrogen sulfates are formed by the treating long chain alcohols with concentrated H2SO4 are neutralized with alkali to form anionic detergent. So first we have to take lauryl alcohol. So lauryl alcohol, that is means here how many carbons in present in this? 12. So CH3 CH2 whole 10 CH2OH, this is the lauryl alcohol. When react with the sulfuric acid H2SO4, so it is the convert into the lauryl hydrogen sulfate. So hydrogen sulfate group attached with the lauryl alcohol. So formation lauryl hydrogen sulfate. But when lauryl hydrogen sulfate react with the aqueous NaOH, so SO3 minus and Na plus anionic detergent form, because H plus ion replaced by the sodium ion. But whenever we have to take dodecyl benzene here 12 carbon also, but attached with the benzene, so its name is dodecyl benzene. But when dodecyl benzene react with the sulfuric acid, so same condition occur here. First step, sulfonic group attach, so its name is dodecyl benzene sulfonic acid, and then after react with the NaOH, so it's convert it sodium dodecyl benzene sulfonate. That is means after H plus ion replaced by the sodium ion, so sodium dodecyl benzene sulfonate, so it's known as anionic detergent. So here two example given, but your choice, you learn only one example. Anionic detergent example. Anion part of the molecule is involved in cleansing action, so they are mostly used in household work and toothpaste. Then next is cationic detergent, second example of the detergent. So cationic detergent, these are quaternary ammonium salt of the amines with acetate, chlorides or bromides as anions. These are quaternary ammonium salt of the amines. So here you see example given, CH3 CH2 whole 15 and attached by the 3-methyl group. This is the cation and outside bromide ion. So its name is acetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. So quaternary ammonium salt, here you see nitrogen covered surrounded by the 4 alkyl group 1, 2, 3 and 4 and cationic way. So its name is quaternary ammonium salt of the amines with acetates, chlorides or bromides as anions. Cationic parts possess a long hydrocarbon chain with a positive charge on nitrogen atom So these are called cationic part, and cation part of these detergents is involved in the cleansing action. So cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide is used in the hair conditioner. So cationic detergent used in the hair conditioners. So which is the example of the cationic detergent? Cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. So these are also called invert soap because their cleansing action is due to the presence of the cations rather than anions. And also these detergents have germicide properties and are expensive, so these are of limited use. Next, third detergent type, non-ionic detergent. Non-ionic detergent do not contain any ion in their constitution. So these are ester of high molecular mass, alcohol. So liquid dishwashing detergents are example of the non-ionic type. So one such detergent is formed by the reaction of the stearic acid. Here you see CH3CH2 COOH. It is a stearic acid, and when react with the polyethylene glycol OH CH2CH2 O(N) CH2CH2OH, polyethylene glycol. So water molecule out replaced by these two molecules. This is the water molecule, and then both units are connect and formation non-ionic detergent. Okay, so the liquid dishwashing detergents are used, okay, as a non-ionic type. So stearic acid react with the polyethylene glycol. So this is the long chain type of the non-ionic detergent are formed. So detergent also remove grease and oil by the micelle formation. Then after advantages of the synthetic detergents over soaps. So first is advantage, synthetic detergent can be used in hard water without any wastage, while some of the soap get wasted in hard water. Then second, synthetic detergent can be used in acidic medium while soap makes scrubs. Third, synthetic detergent decrease the surface tension of the water, so has a greater cleansing action than soap. So decrease the surface tension of the water, so easily clean. Then two types of the detergent now used in our everyday life, biodegradable and then non-biodegradable. Biodegradable, those detergents which can be degraded, otherwise we have to say decomposed by microorganisms present in water. Such detergents have straight chains of the hydrocarbons in the molecules. Example, sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium dodecyl benzene sulfate. So these detergents are known as biodegradable detergent. Other example of the detergent non-biodegradable, these are not degraded by the microorganism, and it is observed that bacteria can't degrade detergent having highly branched hydrocarbon chain. Example given, sodium 4,1357 tetramethyl octyl benzene sulfonate. Sodium 4,1357 tetramethyl octyl benzene sulfonate. So this is the example given, sodium 4 and 135 tetramethyl octyl benzene sulfonate. So slow degradation of the such detergents leads to their accumulation. Whenever effluents containing such detergents so reach the rivers, ponds, etc. So these persist in water even after sewage treatment and cause foaming in rivers, ponds and streams. So their water gets polluted. So non-biodegradable detergents causes water pollution. Okay, so biodegradable detergents are very useful in our everyday life. So chapter topic is over. So next I will be explain chapter practice question. So first is objective type question. First one, Which of the following compounds are administered as antacid? Sulfuric acid, aluminium carbonate, sodium carbonate, and sodium bicarbonate. So you already known about four acid as antacid use. First one is sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. Second one, which class of the drugs is used as a painkiller? Analgesic, tranquilizers, antacid, and antiseptic. So analgesic. Third, paracetamol reduces. Option A, blood pressure and fever both. B, only fever. C, hypertension. D, allergy. So paracetamol only for reduce fever. Fourth, which of the following drug suggested by the doctor to relieve pain due to arthritis? Valium, antibiotic, aspirin, ranitidine. So C, aspirin. Fifth, tincture of the iodine is. Tincture of iodine. We have to use, you know about tincture of the iodine? It is used in the hospitals. So what is the percentage of the tincture of the iodine? A, alcoholic solution of the iodine. B, aqueous solution of the iodine. C, solution of the iodine in aqueous Ki. And D, aqueous solution of the Ki. So first option is correct, alcoholic solution of the iodine. Whenever alcohol mix in the iodine, so it is form tincture of the iodine. Next question I will be explained in the next video. Thank you so much.